Trump just got one of the biggest wins of his presidency, and it came from an unlikely place. The rogue judiciary branch finally allowed Trump to do what every other president in American history has had the authority to do, and it's a real game changer on immigration. But before we break it down, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Explain America. Your support helps keep common sense journalism alive. Now, here's what happened. A federal judge just ruled that the IRS can legally share information with the Department of Homeland Security to help track down illegal aliens. That's right, ICE can now request names of suspected illegals, and the IRS will hand over their most up-to-date addresses. The usual activist groups and the media who run cover for them tried to stop this. They claimed it violated privacy laws. But U.S. District Judge Dabney Friedrich shut that down, ruling the agreement between the IRS and DHS doesn't break any laws. This may sound like a small technicality, but it's massive. Because for years, open borders groups have used lawsuits and friendly judges to block even the most basic immigration enforcement. We're talking about stopping Border Patrol from making arrests, blocking deportations, suing ICE for doing its job. So now that Trump has finally been given the green light to coordinate between federal agencies and enforcing the law, the left is panicking. This decision means two things. The swamp is losing control of the legal choke points they've abused for a long time. Immigration enforcement is about to ramp up in a big way. In fact, it already is. On the same day as this ruling, ICE arrested over 400 suspected illegal aliens in Houston.
Lawmakers.
But we begin with Brooke Taylor. She's live in Houston. And Brooke, how big was this operation?
Hi, John. Well, we exclusively embedded with ICE here in Houston during this week-long operation where officers went after the worst of the worst criminals. More than 300 officers came together, getting 422 illegal migrants off the streets here.
Got him. Mira, ahí en la cajuela.
ICE agents moved in on this high-profile target. In the early morning hours, ICE agents arrested this 46-year-old illegal alien and convicted murderer from Colombia. In 2024, ICE says he illegally came into the U.S., was apprehended by Border Patrol, and despite the murder conviction, he was issued a notice to appear and released into the community under President Biden's catch-and-release policies.
Obviously, with a homicide conviction, this is a serious criminal or violent offender. These are certainly not folks that we want in the community. If you're in this country illegally and engaging in criminal activity, we're coming for you.
And check this takedown out. ICE had to run after this criminal migrant from Mexico. He tried to drive away from those ICE officers. Then he tried to make a run for it before, as you can see, agents caught him and apprehended him. ICE says he has been deported twice and has multiple convictions in the United States, including arson, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and DWI. During this week-long operation, more than 200 illegal migrants with final orders of removal were arrested. Well, Fox News got exclusive video here of this flight. 80 detainees boarded from Houston to the El Paso hub for final removal. ICE is now speeding up that process for illegal migrants who have those final removal orders. So after they're arrested, they're being transferred to hub locations so they could be quickly deported to their home countries.
We can arrest the individual this morning, process him this afternoon, and have him on a removal flight this evening, same day, saving taxpayer cost and just making it more efficient and expedited process to get these folks out of the country.
Last month, they detained over 1,000 in Florida, and now with IRS coordination, they'll be able to find and remove illegal migrants faster than ever. This is what real policy looks like, and it's what law enforcement looks like. That's why the left is scrambling. We'll continue covering this story as it develops, so stick with us at Explain America. We appreciate your support.